We've been all talking about the political election on this channel, and I have been getting some mixed views from commenters. Some people dislike Donald Trump a lot. Some people dislike Kamala Harris a lot. So I won't really refer to the both of them right now. I'll refer to a person that we all should like a lot, which is the legendary Malcolm X, El Hajj Malik Shabazz. Our brother Malcolm X and our ancestor was taken away from us in 1963 in an assassination plot in New York City. But the gems and the nuggets that he left us as a group of people still are true to this day. And the first thing I'm going to bring up in this particular clip is what Malcolm X thought about white liberals.
White liberals who have posed as our friends. White liberals who have been eager to point out what the white man in the South has been doing to us, while they themselves here in the North are doing the same thing. They have been making a great fuss over the South, only to blind us to what is happening here in the North. And now that the eyes of America's 20 million blacks can easily see that this white fox here in the North is even more cruel and vicious than the white wolf in the South. The Southern wolves always let you know where you stand. But these northern foxes pose as white liberals. They pose as your friend, pose as your benefactor, pose as your employer. They pose as your landlord. They pose as the neighborhood merchant. They pose as your lawyer trying to help you. They infiltrate all your organizations, and in this manner, by joining you, they strangle your militant efforts toward freedom, toward justice, and toward equality.
Who are white liberals? Let me name some for you. Bill Clinton, Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton. You get it, right? Those are white liberals. Those people who pretend to like black people, but they don't. And this is important because Malcolm X lived a lot of his adult life in the Northeast between Boston and New York City. So he knew about the racism up north. That would even include Chicago, which was considered the most racist city in America, still having its effects of redlining right now on the African-American community. So white liberals were also racist toward blacks at that time. It wasn't just the racist South. And that argument can be put to test today. People say that those folks who, are supporting Trump are like the white racists of the South, but then not understanding the racism that the Democratic Party is in the North on today's Black America. But let's also let him talk about what he felt concerning entertainers or athletes being leaders in the black community.
I just told you a little while ago, these leaders that they call leaders, this included Lena Horne, this included Dick Gregory, and this included comedians, comics, trumpet players, baseball players. Show me in the white community where a comedian is a white leader. Show me in the white community where a singer is a white leader, or a dancer or a trumpet player is a white leader. These aren't leaders. These are puppets and clowns that have been set up over the black community by the white community and have been made celebrities and usually say exactly what they know that the white man wants to hear. And it is an honor, actually, that they endorsed Dr. Martin Luther King and were against the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. That's actually an honor.
So why would he say something like that? Well, because most of the people who are celebrities, they feel that, hey, for a few dollars or some political connections or business connections, they don't mind selling out their community for the black vote. And this is exactly why Kamala Harris is going after streamers, guys like Kai Cenat, and people like that. It's basically to woo them into a situation that they probably don't understand. But if you look at other communities, they don't have comedians. They don't have actors as spokespeople for their community. Where we do. We have people like LeBron James speaking out on political issues. We have people like Beyonce who speak out on political issues. We have a lot of those folks who speak out on political issues and do concerts like Meg Thee Stallion. But there is another person that I want to talk about today, Steve Harvey. Now, Steve Harvey definitely is an African-American, and he's a very rich one and a very successful one. And he had the opportunity to interview Kamala Harris. But Steve Harvey is a person that says he loves black folks. He loves African Americans, all of this and that. And, I won't get into if it's true or not. But he had Kamala Harris there to ask her some questions. And when he had the opportunity to ask her some tough questions, here's what he said.
I'm trying to stay on course, so just let me go off this paper for a minute. Before y'all start calling my radio show and DMing me, talking about why you ain't asked no hard-hitting questions, that ain't what this is. I'm throwing a lob. This is an alley-oop for a dunk, because this administration needs to get the word out of what they're actually doing and what they're actually accomplishing, so we can stop all this foolishness about what you're doing for black people. Can't nobody come out with no agenda and call it this for black people and expect to get in the White House. You got to play the game different. Y'all know what this is. So now this next question is another lob for her to dunk. Because they done a lot, man. But we see, I'm on this radio show and I'm hearing all these people talking about, I'm not voting if they not doing nothing for us. Listen to me. If you do not vote, the analytics will show. They know how many women vote, they know the age you are when you vote. If we don't vote, how we gonna ask for something next time? If you ain't got no voting power, you talking about reparations. Ain't nobody finna give you no reparations and you don't vote? Why, you think they finna give us some money? No how, man. I hope they do. They owe us. I'll go down there. I'm sorry. Madam, I know I ain't coming back next year. Appreciate y'all having me.
Now, we all know what Ricky Smiley said about Kamala Harris and the black community and black folks not voting for her.
I'm just sick of the black people on the internet talking about I'm not with her. Okay, so if you're not with her, that means you with Trump. And y'all need to block every last one of their asses on Facebook and on Instagram and social media and stop. Like, that's just garbage.
Yeah.
It's just garbage.
Can everybody we be united on anything?
Can't agree on a damn bucket of chicken. One person want a hot dog.
I always complain.
Black folks get on my damn nerves, man. Why everybody making all these celebrities making all these videos going off on Kamala Harris and stuff, and then the black men, Kamala Harris didn't prosecute you and treated you bad in court. I got treated bad in court too. But I'm with her because a vote for her. If you sit at home and you don't support her, you are definitely supporting Donald Trump. You can vote for who you want to, but don't be trying to encourage other people and sit up there and put bad stuff. Where's that same energy for Donald Trump?
Yeah. Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm just like, don't vote for him. It is what it is.
Y'all not even out here doing real research to look at her record. If you do the research or whatever, stop believing everything you read and do real research, you can see what her record is. You can see what she have done. I think you can Google what have Kamala Harris done for the black community or things that black people benefit from a lot. We need to stand with her. Yes. We need to stand with her. She's great. She will make a great president. And what a blessing to be living in a time where a black woman can become president of the United States of America. In our time, we get a black man and a black woman become president. That's unheard of.
Come on, man.
Stop it.
Messy. Be on the right side of history. Be on the right side of history.
It's just the Amber Rose and everybody got all these videos and stuff and talking about Kamala Harris talking out of both sides of her. How would you say something so disrespectful? Even if you felt that way, I wouldn't dare make a video or say nothing like that to the vice president of the United States of America that's trying to stand up and that's going to possibly pick 2 United States Supreme Court justices.
These are 2 black comedians who are not even concerned with the agenda. They're not concerned about what people should get in the community. Now, if it's Steve Harvey reaching an American audience and you're doing that, that's fine. But Steve Harvey is mentioning the black vote. He's talking about blacks, but yet there are no questions about what she should do for blacks. And I'll tell you exactly why. Well, because Steve Harvey is extremely rich. Roland Martin is extremely rich, although he's not as rich as maybe Ricky Smiley. And these guys already got their reparations. They're getting their reparations right now because obviously they work hard, but these connections and these deals, lead to many, many, many opportunities, both seen and unseen, in that particular 1% elite community. But they don't think about the others. They don't think about the working class folks in Chicago, or the working class folks in Birmingham, Alabama, or the working class people who don't have the resources that Bill Clinton promised to give them instead of building jails in Black America. You see, those people don't matter because the political Black elites that get what they want, and I'm talking about as far as the entertainment elites, they already have what they're going to get. And for the rest of the people, it doesn't matter. So I don't need an agenda if I already have a lot of money. Let me give you an example. I live in Kampala, Uganda. And unfortunately, I would never be able to understand the things that can happen to a Ugandan person or what their life is like. It wouldn't really matter to me as an American because it doesn't really affect me. So when it doesn't affect me, it's hard for me to empathize or sympathize with it because it's not my reality. And this is the case for many foreigners when they come to the United States. When African Americans talk about racism, when we talk about white supremacy and the system of injustice, even if they are Black Africans or Black Caribbeans, it's not the same thing as it is for us who've grown up and been raised and had parents that have told us stories, and we've seen these things from that perspective. It doesn't bother us. And Steve Harvey, it doesn't bother them. So they don't need to look out for you because the way they got to the top is not by looking out for other people. They got to the top by looking out for themselves. So of course I can tell you to go and vote for these people because I really don't live by you anyway. It doesn't really matter. And you're not worth anything to me but a check. And that is the problem with us as the community. We don't get a chance to develop because we've been sold out, and we've been sold out by people who are not political strategists, who are economists, or who are people who inject or write policies. Now, there was a time where we did have a brother who was trying to get some policies in place. That was Ice Cube, one of the few entertainers that wanted to do that for us. He was shot down right there on Fox. So you guys remember with Vivica A. Fox and Silena Johnson and Claudia Jordan and Lisa Ray? He's ultimately disrespected because he wanted to think differently. And when you want to know why Black America continues to be what it is, it's because celebrities and comedians run the community and they get their money and then they dip. And who cares about you? Because your life is not really that important, right? So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.